Thanks for joining us for another episode of Just a Guy in a Truck. This week we've got Hailey Kelley in the truck, founder of Punx with Purpose. We talk about her background and where she came from and her upbringing and what kind of spurred her to starting a mission that I think is truly important. We're going to go grab her, but before we do, if you'd be so kind as to comment and like the video and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Thanks.
Do we get in?
Yeah. This is weird.
It is weird. That's a good weird. It's all about figuring it out, right?
It's all about figuring it out. I gotta put on my sunglasses. Hi, Hailey.
Hey.
You want to go pick up some trash?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Question mark?
Yes.
Okay, rules of the game. We're playing a game. There's an interview, but there's a game element too because I love all sorts of games.
Okay.
So we're gonna drive around town. We're gonna pick up trash.
Yep.
Once the truck is full, either deemed by you or by me, I will only stop you for safety reasons. We will go to the dump, and you'll guess how much weight you have in the back of the truck, and then we'll dump it, and then we'll see how much weight is gone or taken, and then you get to put your final weight up on the board with everybody else.
Word.
Right now we have Wendy Childs from Earth Moon Acupuncture is the current leader at 1,100 pounds. For whatever reason, everybody likes to try and take out Ollie at Ollie's cuts, which I don't understand. He and I have talked about it. We don't understand. But yeah, that's the game. The first place we're gonna go is kind of actually really far out. We were in the paper. The Statesman Journal did a piece on us, and a wonderful lady named Cheryl Lucas saw that and emailed us about a bunch of black bags out by Fairfield Grange. Do you know where Fairfield Grange is?
That sounds familiar. But we'll go look at it.
It's out by Brooks.
Oh, okay. Nope.
And I'm like, it's that Grange right off of River Road. I don't know. I don't even know. Anyways, but first question up. What's your life story? Like, you've got a pretty in-depth background that kind of spurred on Punx with Purpose.
Yeah.
And I guess kind of take us back to day one of what started the steamroll into it. I don't know.
Yeah, so my mom struggled with addiction and mental health and lack of resources. The reason why we're even landed in Keizer was because my mom's car broke down here.
Okay.
And so that's where we just kind of stayed. And so we just moved, bounced around a lot. I've lived in so many different places and schools were not like a place of education. It was a place of rest for me and social and so by the time I graduated from Job Corps, my education level wasn't the best. And so and then I just knew at a really young age, sitting downtown being man, I really want to be different and make a difference. And how do I do that? So I knew at a young age I wanted to work with kids, youth. So I made sure I never got arrested and kept my nose clean on that level of dodging that so I could do it. And then I just worked from the bottom up, and then I found my dream job and quickly turned into a nightmare, and just recognizing that not all nonprofits are out there to help, and they literally write policies and procedures in barriers in their policies and procedures. And so I was man, I just got to do something because it's real and we're losing kids and naming things after dead kids, and like that's not the solution.
We want to tell success stories, not failures.
Exactly, and that's why Stormy's Place is named Stormy's Place, because it's named after a successful story of someone that didn't allow the streets or the circumstances to take him, and that's named after my sister, and she's preppy and very welcoming, and that's why that's named after that.
Okay. So now that I guess so, you are also part of the Punx in the Park.
Yeah.
What kind of came first? Was it Punx in the Park and then Punx with Purpose, or was it Punx with Purpose and then? Because I heard the story with Punx in the Park is sort of sounds very much like a couple people just standing in a garage going, you know what would be really cool, and then just that.
Yep.
So which kind of evolved from the other?
So Punx in the Park happened first. I originally did it to bring awareness. Well, originally I wanted to just get a whole bunch of people that were alternative, that weren't supposed to make it, that are now successful, and like bring them together with youth, like as like a mentorship, like an elder punk kind of situation,
Right.
where like my husband's like barbecuing or listening to like some music and just like breathing life into youth.
Yeah.
And so I collaborated with some people in my community, and basically they were like, but what if we did this kind of like the garage, but like this would be so much cooler if we did a whole bunch of resource tables and had some cool art and had music, like bands.
Yeah.
And so we did it in 5 weeks, and we, the person that was benefiting from it was my old job that I worked for, and just to bring awareness, like these resources are here, and like, this is the things that our youth are experiencing, and just bringing awareness, but disguised as a puppet show.
Okay.
And then once we did Punx in the Park,
Yeah.
once we did the Punx in the Park, we kind of realized, because it's originally, you'll see like on our original stickers, it's Punx in the Park, Punx with Purpose, providing perspective. And so like,
it's a lot of P's.
Yeah. If you don't have a good acronym, like don't even come here. But yeah, so Punx with Purpose like formed, and so Punx with Purpose actually just turned 2 in May, so we're still babies.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've seen the. So I was telling my son we've met before. We met a couple days ago, and I came and looked at the clubhouse that you called that the kids are calling the underground.
Yep.
You don't like it.
I don't care. It just sounds weird.
My son, I was telling him about it. He's like, bro, it's a Five Nights at Freddy's reference. Over my head.
Way over my head.
But apparently that means something to the kids.
Oh.
You whippersnappers.
Ding.
Okay, so Punx with Purpose kind of was born from Punx in the Park as sort of not just a single event, but more of
yeah, just like recognizing the gaps that were like, because I have worked in the nonprofit world for a while,
mm-hmm.
and like just really, I feel like sometimes people are they're not awake, right? And like to be woken up in the nonprofit world and realizing that like, holy shit. Can I cuss on your podcast?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
we're just a bunch of trashy people in a trash truck picking up trash.
Word. Okay.
I don't care if they want to demonetize me. I'm not making any money from this. Like we stopped doing sponsorships. I moved away from the sponsorship model because nothing wrong with sponsorships. I love my sponsors. I just don't want to have to sell sponsorships.
Yep.
I'd rather just help people with their trash.
Yeah.
And we just do this as a way to tell the story of other great community members.
That's cool. Yeah, so we're just with the like waking up and the absolute bullshit of these nonprofits that claim that they're like doing amazing things, but then they create barriers in their policies and procedures. Like, don't get me wrong, like you definitely need like structure and like rules and all that, but it's like why make a law that you can be 16 and rent in Oregon
Yeah.
But then, and give housing vouchers to said youth, but then it's damn near impossible for you to rent an apartment. And so now the 16-year-old has a voucher, is homeless for 2 more years, and then can get into an apartment, right? Like, we literally have apartment complexes that are ran by nonprofits, and I've gone to meetings and been like, oh, so can a 16-year-old use their voucher here? And they're like, oh, no, you have to be 18. I'm like, why? Oh, because we wrote that in our policy and procedures. Okay, you're a barrier now. Like, you're the problem.
Got it.
And so, so just waking up in that absolute, like, why are you doing this? And we have, like, and so my reputation was getting wrecked by, and not by the, like, I don't care what adults think about me, but my reputation was being tainted for the youth. And, like, that's when I was just like, yeah, I gotta do something. Like, this is not good. Like, you're literally turning me into the person that failed me, right? And, like, I won't stand for that. And I don't care if you're a multi-million-dollar company here. What you're doing is fucked, and you're just creating your future clientele. And I'm not going to stand for that. I'm about prevention. And so that's just, so it came out of, like, I want to change and maybe a little bit of spite.
Okay. Hey.
So, yeah, I mean, it works, it works.
Mine was kind of the same. My story is, well, shit, I got nothing else to do. Gonna do this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess I had a question of if you had the ability to not just run Punx at the Park, but actually, like, get into a position where you could, I don't want to say wave a wand, right, and fix the system, but, like, because I don't know, system definitely has issues.
Yeah,
for sure. I think a lot of anything nonprofit has issues.
Yep.
But what would be the things that you would add or maybe eliminate, like some of the hurdles that you were talking about?
I think just, like, the community knowing where their money's going into. Like, we need our systems, but we need our community to know that, like, if you're going to donate socks to a program, that program is actually running still, and, like, supporting those youth that you're wanting to support. Or, like, you see a headline that in the newspaper, your local newspaper, saying, A, B, C, D, but really they're not fulfilling that. So, like, if I could wave a wand that would fix the system, it would just be more awareness so we can fix the system. And, like, we have these youth that are, like, getting into gangs and dying and, like, all these things for a sense of belonging and community, like, period. Like, that's just what it is. Mm-hmm. And you're investing in these companies, and your money may not be going exactly where you think it is. So that's one of mine. But, like, another thing is too, is just, like, it's all about awareness and having compassion and understanding. Like, in high school it was rough for me because I would sleep in class because I didn't get a lot of sleep somewhere else,
right?
And I would have teachers yell at me, but I only had, like, one teacher being like, hey, like, what's going on, like, trying to solve the problem, right? Like, and that's what we need more support, and we need just more awareness, I think.
Okay.
For the system.
So
a couple $1 billion wouldn't hurt either.
Couple $1 billion. Nothing a couple bill wouldn't. A couple B's wouldn't fix capital.
Yeah. Just a drop of the bag.
I mean, you can't always just throw money at an issue, though.
Yeah. Money's not the issue. I mean, yeah, it helps.
It's the allocation of the money. So is there? I guess maybe there's a lack of transparency with, like, because I do know nonprofits have to report spending.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, there are plenty of businesses that do creative accounting to avoid our larger tax burden, which I don't really have an opinion on that. Like, I understand it. I don't do it. I don't think it's
I guess the way that
But-
you can really measure is that go look at that company's CEO's office and ask them when's the last time they had their boots on the ground. And that could really like unfold some things.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're like, I don't know.
I'm a boots on the ground CEO. So
Right.
literally. So
Well, and yeah, me too. Well, actually, no, this was something that I loved about what you said, is you're not a CEO, you're CEO.
I'm a CEO.
I'm like, I love that. I was trying to rehearse it. Is it CEO or is it
People say it's CBO. And I'm
you
like,
a-
no, CEO.
CEO?
It's like
It's-
CEO, but I'm an emo.
I cry, but in a C-suite office.
Yeah, C-suite office. Yeah.
My tears are wiped by silk handkerchiefs, not tissues.
I worked at this company that I met the CEO on accident, and it was because this was a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And it was because his bathroom and his office was broken, and he had to use the common bathroom. And that
Okay.
was the first time I ever met him. And like for him to like tell me that, like, spoke volumes to me. Like, oh, like you can't shit in the same shitter as me.
Right.
Your butt cheeks are gold or what? Like what?
No.
What's
His
going on?
toilet seat's got to be.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I mean, there is a something to be said. Like, if you get to an organizational level, you can't always be boots on the ground.
Yeah.
I do think that there are some good CEOs that they'll still step down into some of those roles just to see, just kind of spot check.
I think it's important. I'm not always boots on the ground, but I definitely I had this one amazing executive director, and I knew that we were on a crazy train, right? And it was on fire. I don't even know if there was tracks, but she made me feel like I was safe, and my hard work wasn't for nothing. It wasn't a paycheck for her. It wasn't any of those things. Like every morning she'd come to my office, love on me, like hug on me, ask about my family, like guided me, coached me into the real person I am today. And like she was the first person to ever give me a chance at like doing this. And like she was very transparent. She didn't have to go to staff meetings. She's the executive director of that program.
Right.
You know? And she was at every staff meeting, asked us what we needed, what our perspective was, because she knew that
Servant leadership.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of servant leadership.
yeah. And so that's what she did. And that's like
My
what-
success is directly proportional to my subordinate's success.
yeah.
They
Like,
teach you that in the military, by the way.
like she was very like, yeah, like if you guys aren't successful, then I'm not gonna get a paycheck, like
Exactly.
kind of thing. And
Exactly.
so like she was, I knew she could fire me, but she never made me feel like she couldn't.
Right.
Like she was very like loving and asked us what we needed and what we were seeing in our opinions, and she fought for us. And right when she left, man, that program went to hell within 6 months. Shut
Sure.
down, like full 9 yards.
Wow.
So, and that's that's what I'm trying to be, is that type of leader. She was out there serving chili in the snow, like when all of us were like, man, it's really cold. She's like, I'll go out there with you. Like, you're not alone. Like, she could have stayed in her warm ass office.
You're like, I'll just sit in my car. It's fine.
She's like, I'll just take a picture. Like, and there's some CEOs that will just literally come out and just take a picture, and like,
Just to say that they were there.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, there's no sense in throwing shade, but also at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't know. You can make the argument that some CEOs, if they were on the ground, that they would micromanage,
Yeah.
and that's also not good for organizational health. So, anyways,
balance for sure.
so I was doing a little prep for this, and I read that we're looking at 2,000 is what's reported by the youth. However, forgive me of my skeptical brain, because I know myself, my own story. It sounds like you and your story. I know a lot of my friends, a lot of the people who've been in this seat where you're sitting, all have those traumatic backgrounds. I feel like there's a transitionary point where if you're a troubled youth, troubled youth. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like the way that feels, but I'm going to say it because I don't know. I'm not well versed enough. Anyways,
Feel like at risk or
at risk,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Troubled makes me feel like insanity. You
Right.
know, like like
right.
mass murderer.
I don't like it. It feels wrong. But anyways, a lot of these kids will become the future leaders, future entrepreneurs, solving problems. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of them don't, more of them don't, and get failed by the system.
Yeah.
But I know that there's a lot of business owners, and I don't think 2,000 youth, that number doesn't feel proportional, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, is there a way that reporting is done where they kind of circle around a certain chunk of kids and they go, these are the issues, these are the highest at risk, or these are, and then they exclude these kids, or they just don't even recognize them? Or
yeah, I mean, there's first we need to change our mentality on what homelessness looks like, right? I've lived on a bench, I've slept on a bench, I've lived in tents. That's why I don't like camping, right? But most of my homelessness came from couch surfing, right?
Right.
And couch surfing is a type of homelessness because it's unstable. Even if you had a room to live in, but you're just staying there, right? It's not literally couch, on a couch surfing. You could have, towards the end of my, homeless career, I guess you could say, I had my own room and my own bed, but it felt any moment, as a homeless kid, any moment it could be done. You could not load the dishwasher one time and then you're fucking out, right? Or you didn't watch the kids one time, you're fucking out.
It forces you to grow up quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that just having that mindset change of what does homelessness look like, then you'll have different numbers, right? And so that needs to change, for one. And proper data. I go to meetings and want to throw up because they're oh, vaping has gone down, and I'm where? And they're oh, well, we asked the kids in classrooms. I'm Hugh, you're
so there's a bias in the survey where they're basically asking the kid in the classroom.
Yeah, they'll ask, they're doing what they can, but they're not thinking outside the box, right?
Right.
They're thinking okay.
What is that called?
I think that's Taco Bell. Just kidding.
Think outside the box. Dong.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean there's a certain type of, in statistics, there's a certain type of survey bias or something.
I think it's just them literally just not in order to solve the problem, you have to have the people that have been closest to that problem, right?
Yeah.
You can't teach this. You can't teach lived experience. That's wild. That's why it's called lived experience, not lived experience 101 at Shemekina, right?
Right.
It's so once you have the people that know the problem. My problem was I didn't have compassionate enough people in my life that could recognize the signs that I was experiencing trauma and abuse. I didn't have the resources that if people did come in to not be fooled by my mom and protect me after what would happen if CPS showed up at my house, right?
Right.
Those were the things. And that's a whole ass dragon right there.
It's a whole ass dragon, dude. No, do not apologize. This is if you and your husband, he'll be on and he'll talk. We can talk about this a little bit, but when you're driving around, you see so much crazy stuff. This is why actually talking about the whole homeless issue, because the amount of naked people that I've seen on the side of the road, wild.
It's wild.
It's wild. But yeah, and there's a whole ass dragon. There's cool stuff all over. Anyway, yeah. So
they're not thinking outside the box, right? The kids that you want, the at-risk kids, the ones that are really in it, right? That you're wanting to get this data so you can show to the government. I say this all the time. I can't bust into the government's house like the Kool-Aid man and give me money for youth. They're gonna be what the fuck, security, right? You have to show them numbers. And and I tell that to the youth. I'm because they'll be weird about taking my stuff. I had a youth just yesterday. He's he's experiencing homelessness, and
Yeah.
he needed a food box. And he's like, I'm like, okay, well, I'll get you an Uber home. That way you don't have to carry all this food. And he's like, I don't have money. And I'm like, I didn't ask you for money. I asked if you wanted an Uber.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I felt weird doing that. And I had to tell them, hey, you're keeping me in a job, man. Like, honestly, like putting the power back to them. And so to collect that proper data, you got to go to the problem. The problem is at Bush Park. The problem is in your school's bathrooms. Your problem is at Chariots, like the transit. Like, those are the problem, right? Your problem is not, yes, there might be some in the classroom, but you need to utilize your resources. You need to use the people that have already built rapport with these youth and asking those hard questions. I know when I worked at Bridgeway at Salem-Keizer School District, I had 150 kids on my caseload. And the data that they showed me was less than that, than I had just on my caseload. I'm like, you guys got me fucked up. And I literally said that. Like, I was like, you guys, this is crazy, right? Like, what the fuck?
You have so many people. Or, like, sorry, I'm, like, they have a lot of, like, they're overwhelmed, like the system is.
They just don't know the data of the system.
Oh,
and so
gotcha.
then they have all these kids falling through the cracks.
Right.
And so, like, they're not getting the proper data in the proper areas. And so they're like, yeah, we've only had 5 youth that have said that they've had suicidal ideations. Okay, so we don't need to provide mental health anymore.
Right.
Wrong. Right? Like,
Right.
So, like, that's what I'm talking about. They're not getting the proper data. Like, even with the hit count that we do every year, which is absolute wild to me, and that shows your guys' numbers for homelessness here in Marion and Polk County, right?
Right.
Shows HUD, this is the amount of people that are experiencing that type of homelessness. All the way up until last year, even last year though, if you put, I'm couch surfing or staying with a friend, it kicked you out of the survey. Right? So this year, it was on there, but it still didn't count. It just kind of showed people, like, this is what couch surfing kind of looks like, right? So we should start counting it as a type of homelessness. So you're not even getting the correct data.
Right.
Or you're just getting data for people living in tents and shelters. But not the other.
Well, and okay, so maybe we jump into that real quick because there's somebody, I kept this one in my pocket because there's somebody near and dear to your heart that was near and dear to my heart as well, because Salem is the smallest big place you'll ever be.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yep.
Rip Tony.
You would say it like
he
that
sent us care packages. I don't know if you know this.
Uh-uh.
He sent us comic books to the ship.
Wow.
And so we had
That's so
a
cute.
whole library from Tony. There's the bags. But anyways, so you were couch surfing on Tony's couch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. His
I
daughter is like also my tattoo artist. Shout out Anne-Marie Cruz.
Woo!
And does a lot of our artwork. Yeah, so I spent many years, and a lot of us little Keizer punks did.
Yeah.
Tony would feed us all the time. Like, Tony would say all the time, he'd be like, I didn't know you were experiencing homelessness, but I think he did. Because, like, all the time I'd be at his house, he's like, oh, Hailey, I cooked an extra T-bone steak. Who cooks an extra T-bone steak? Honestly. Like, let's just be honest, right? He's like, so if you want to stay another night, you can.
You're like, it's fine.
Yeah, like, yeah, I'll totally stay. And so I slept a lot at his house. And he let all of us punk kids at his house and all that. And, like, he just had a heart for our community, like Keizer especially, and, like, do food drives and stuff. And so we wanted to honor him. It was a big loss. Like, Tony was, like...
losing him from the community was a huge loss.
And
like,
so...
the whole community felt it.
Yeah. And, like, you know, he touched a lot of lives. And, like, his funeral was, like, just... so many people from different experiences and different ways of life and the way that they looked, and like all from love.
Yeah.
And so our food pantry is called Tony's Corner to continue feeding the community's youth.
I'll put a picture. I took a picture of that. I'll put a picture up on screen for that.
Yeah.
We got some bags of garbage. I want to finish this. I want to talk more about Tony, and I want to talk more about resources for those types of people, but we got to get some trash.
Yay!
This is gloves. We've got medium, large, and extra large for your selection.
I need like extra room for these nails.
You do. These are probably going to be some pretty light bags, so it'll be nice and easy. Gotta shut off the GoPro or else there won't be any video of that. Okay. So let's see. That was Cheryl Lucas. We got that. Fairfield Grange. That was a long drive, but we got a lot of conversation in there. That was great. Everybody. This one might be tough to get to. I think we can still do it. We'll just make sure. By the way, the truck's name is Dirty Harry.
Nice, nice.
So we just hide behind Harry and we'll be fine.
Anywhere in the angle.
So this is me here. I also drive around and I like to put in things on the list. But anyways, everybody talks about Hawthorne between Silverton and Sunnyview. It is bad over there. Like, that is a hot spot. So we will pop over there as quickly as we can. I think we might take I-5, so we might take a quick music break when we get on I-5 because I don't think the microphones will be able to handle it. It's okay, we can do that. We can take care of that in post-editing. Anyways, post, whatever they call it. I don't know. I'm not a podcaster. I don't do this. Anyways, Tony.
Yeah.
I also had a Tony. His name was Carol, and it was a lady. It was my best friend's mom. She took me in. Very similar story. I feel like, or maybe I'm guessing, maybe actually, you know what? I'm probably wrong. But
it's your truth.
it's your truth. Yeah, but it's not true. I don't know. Maybe I am. I feel like there's not a lot of information or resources for those adults. Like, if my son has a kid who, or my son has a friend who, if I were a betting man, I don't think he's homeless. I think he does have a home.
Oh, I had a home.
And
my home was just dangerous.
Right.
Right.
So I think he's over at our house a lot. And what kind of resources are for us, the adults, who are like, hey, I mean, I'm not asking for money, but like, can I get this kid some resources without having the reason I don't want to blow the whistle because I don't want to get the state involved. Do you know what I mean? Because like, as good as the systems that are supposed to be there to help children, I feel like they also, there's things that slip through the cracks.
Yeah. So
and people who are held to account who shouldn't have been.
Yeah. So
because our justice system is it's the best one that exists, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
What resources or what information can the adults that are caring for a child couch surfing? What is that?
Yeah, so like groceries are expensive, electricity is expensive, and like opening your heart and home to like another mouth to feed without it feeling like a burden is hard, right? And it is a burden, but burdens aren't necessarily something that you're forced to carry, right?
Right.
Like, I am holding this because I want to hold this.
What did I tell you this morning? You decided to. What did I say? You made this choice, and
you made this choice. Yeah, because I did make this choice. This choice was given to me. I was born for this. That's so cliche. Like, oh, you did like all your experiences. Like, no, I was pissed off. I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun. I promise.
I insist out of spite.
Yeah. So like, fun fact, Punx with Purpose is one of our biggest donors. Is ODHS, and the reason for that isn't because they're like send us all your youth, like
Right.
It's like no, prevent your youth from getting into the system, and this is what this looks like, right?
Right.
We're like done, and so there are systems in places where you have to change the system, right? We know the system's fucked, and one of those systems that we have is that it's not fucked, but like food stamps, right? So if a youth is experiencing couch surfing not with their legal parent, right?
Right.
They can get their own food stamps. But the part of that that's scary, one, a youth's got to like now know how to navigate that, which we can do.
Right.
We have our own team that it's 48 hours from like you telling us contacting them, you getting a card, you getting approved, the whole thing within 48 hours.
Gotcha.
Right? And so that's unheard of. You can't even get an appointment in 48 hours. And so
no big deal.
No big deal.
I could just get you. I could just get you
I
in 2 days.
have my own DHS team, and we don't even have to go in. We just call them.
Right, dude. That's cool.
And so, but that was the conversation, right? And they're like, "Well, what can we change?" I'm like, "Well, you know, a youth gets food stamps, right? Gets the courage to be like, hey, I'm actually not living with my parent. 90% of the time, those parents are claiming those youth get those food stamps, right? Those youth get their own food stamps. The parents now get those food stamps taken away, right? Parent calls, hey, what the fuck? This fucking kid is actually living there, just pissed off, blah, 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 kind of thing, right? And so then the youth, they listen to the adult, and the youth automatically gets those food stamps taken away. I'm like, that's bullshit, right? And so the youth calls their food stamp card to go get groceries. There's a dragon again.
There's the dragon.
And they don't have anything, and now they're fucked for food, right? And then they go and steal food, and now they're in the system.
Right.
So I was like, that's fucked, man. Like, you know, like, and then they're not going to trust an adult again because you are now the problem for them. You're failed them. And they were like, damn, we didn't even see that. Like, well, yeah, because nobody showed it to you. You wouldn't know, right? Because you've never experienced it.
Right.
And so now they have a system that if the youth does that, ODHS will reach out to the youth first and be like, hey, are you back home? No? Okay, cool. That's all. And they don't return the food stamps to the parent. It stays with them. That's fucking change.
That's good.
Yeah. And that was just all from a simple conversation. And so, yeah, so with that, back to the subject of that, is that youth can apply for food stamps. And so we also have different resources that we can help navigate it. The system doesn't want more youth. They want more solutions. But how do we come up with those solutions, right? And so those youth have rights. Like, you can be 14 and go to the doctor by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you have all the information. It's just like knowing where to navigate that, right? And so, you know, I was fortunate enough, like, I didn't only just stay at Tony's house, I also stayed a lot, like, towards the end of my, like, high school, well, I guess the beginning, but I stayed a lot with my friend Maggie and her mom, Carrie and Bart, and I still see them quite frequently. Like, the pool table that's in at Stormy's place was the pool table that was in their garage. The couches that are in there are the couches I slept on at Tony's house.
Right.
But
which, crazy to have that artifact.
Right. And so there's resources for those youth and just, like, having that conversation. Like, not everybody's mandatory reporters.
Right.
You, like, obviously, if it's bad, call it in for sure. But problem solve. Like, see what's going on. Like, hey, like, it just may be as simple as, yeah, my mom's boyfriend makes me uncomfortable. Or, like, that's why I kind of, like, not go.
Right.
Like, there's so many different things that can happen. So just, like, asking the right questions of, like, but not calling out, you know? Because youth are going to, like, I know for me, if I stayed at somebody's house, I felt obligated to, like,
take care of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Like.
Look at those cool little cars.
Yeah. There's a whole line of them. They probably go to a car show. They're old Fords.
It's fun.
Back in the day where you could have any color of Ford as long as it was black. Which, you know, really touches me in my soul.
Same. Little black heart over here.
A little black heart, probably from all the cigarettes.
Yep.
So just being aware that, like, as an adult that has a child that's there, that they're providing, because I mean, to me, it's like, dude, we already made an extra T-bone for you.
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't feel like a burden in the moment. Like, I guess it is a little bit, but like, I've got extra to share.
Yeah.
I'm happy to share those sorts of things. I had that as a kid growing up, and so obviously,
it's easy for us to make an extra T-bone.
right? It's easy to make an extra T-bone, or hot dog, hamburger, whatever. But extra serving, or maybe you have a peanut butter and jelly, and that kid can have some hamburger helper, or hot meal, or something. It's fine.
I've eaten a lot worse.
But like, an adult can come to Punx with a purpose and just be like, hey, I don't need anything, I don't want to report anything, but like, I've got a kid and I need to know, like they can just come to you guys and you'll be like, great, here's the information.
Yeah.
All you got to do is bring the kid in and we can get them some help.
Yeah, they can just send them. They don't even have to come and with them. They can just be like, hey, I know this great place. It's Punx with Purpose. All of our information is on our website.
Yeah.
You can request services right then and there. Like, we'll see it. We'll contact the youth.
Yeah.
Or you can just tell them, like, hey, like, your son, friend or whatever, like, hey, you guys should go check out somebody's place. They have a pool table. You should go hang out. They got, on Wednesdays, they make home cooked meals. Like, Wednesday, we're doing carne asada tacos. Like, what's up? Want some tacos?
Who would say no to that?
Exactly.
Can I have some tacos?
Oh, a weirdo would.
I don't trust somebody who doesn't like tacos.
Yeah, that is weird. They would have some weird trauma with tacos. They would have to tell me some crazy shit with, like, why they don't like tacos.
A little bit, I don't like eggs.
Okay, that's understandable.
And it's 100% trauma related. It's very frustrating. I was actually talking about it in an episode with Ali Virtue. I don't like eggs because growing up, eggs were cheap.
Yep.
A little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of egg, throw it on some toast.
Hell yeah.
And I had that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for almost a year straight.
Yeah.
Because...
Isn't that wild to think that just like a couple months ago, eggs were like the most expensive thing on the market?
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. My wife was taking pictures of the eggs every day. Every time she'd go buy eggs, she'd take a picture. It went up another $2.
Yeah, it's crazy. People are buying whole ass chickens.
Well, and now the price is coming down, and everybody with all these chicken, they're like, shh.
Yep. Now they have chicken dinners. I guess.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We're all. I mean, do you think there's still people that have a bunch of toilet paper from 2020?
Is that still good? I feel like it'd tear up.
Why would toilet paper expire?
Listen, I've seen weirder shit happen.
Well, okay, that's fair. I've seen some pretty weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that checks out.
Yeah. So if you have expired toilet paper,
donate it to Stormy's place.
No, please God, don't.
Bring your expired toilet paper.
No way.
To Punx with a Purpose.
No way.
No,
I will have the youth TP your house with your expired.
Listen, they are delinquents.
They get crazy. Their loyalty is.
So okay, let's. I want to jump into the whole punk culture because, I was not a punk. I still would not.
I'm not either.
Our good friend Jay, he's the reason we even know each other.
Yep.
He says he's not a punk.
Nope. Husband's not a punk.
I grew up. Well, and you say you're not a punk.
I'm not a punk.
I think punk is, if we can dive into the like.
We really think about punk.
Philosophy of punkdom. I don't think it's set to any one type of music or genre. I think it's
a culture.
It's a culture of just open welcomeness and it's literally, dude, the ideologies and people like that you run into. Like, I've gone to Dropkick Murphy concerts. My wife introduced me to punk culture. And I've gone to Dropkick Murphy, and there's skinheads who have some very questionable opinions, and I'm like, hey, that's fine, keep that shit away from me, but you do you as long as you don't hurt anybody else.
Yep.
To people who are like, hey, have you heard of Jesus?
Yep.
Have you, hey, to people who are like, hey, I am just, I am the weirdo from the internet to the, it's
The
everybody.
weirdo from the MySpace.
Yeah.
I'm an influencer on MySpace.
Yeah.
My
Wait,
top 8. Oh, man.
Were there influencers on MySpace? MySpace influencers?
Oh, fuck yeah, there was.
Was there?
Suicide Girls.
Dangerous as a 13, 14-year-old boy to stumble across Suicide Girls.
Yep.
You're like, well, actually, that explains a lot in like my taste of women.
I was just thinking, I was like, hey, your wife gotta look like a suicide.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She does.
She got those perfect wings. I'm telling you what.
She
I
does.
was like, dang girl,
Dude,
what's up? Yep.
We're gonna go home and have a conversation. Anyway. Yeah. So,
now we just got Suicide Girls on the brain. I can't even.
I can only just think about Suicide Girls.
Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star. Like,
who does not love Jeffree Star? By
I
the
love
way,
me a good Jeffree Star.
Oh my god!
Like with that iconic him throwing up on like cereal.
That was, yeah. He's
Hollywood Undead.
He's really cool. I listen to some Hollywood Undead.
Me too.
I was watching something with him, Jeffree Star, in it. He was doing an interview. I don't even remember with who, but I'm like, God, how is it possible that you're even cooler now than you were when you were just a wild 20-something-year-old?
His makeup is top notch too.
Is it?
I'm actually wearing his highlight right now.
I don't wear makeup.
You should.
I wear beard balm though. I appreciate good hair care.
Oh, you should do that. Hey Jeffree Star, if you're watching this, balm care. That's
beard balm.
Beard balm care.
Yeah.
That's your next thing. But I would like to be written into that.
Put me down as put me down for one. So, but yeah, no, polk culture.
Ooh, Polk culture.
I'm gonna
Can we talk about Polk County? And how?
Yeah, we can talk about Polk County.
No, we can talk about punk culture. So, like
it's a very open, accepting. It seems, at least, it is that way.
Yeah, I grew up in the punk culture. I'm having a hard time saying, like I remember the first punk I saw, like a real punk, and it like blew my mind. Like they're like, I won't say his name, but a lot of you know him. But I remember him going. Like I was walking into McNary and he was coming out and he had like this huge mohawk and like these cool belts and I was like, what the fuck is that? And like
a lot of people probably know him. Do I?
Yeah.
We talked about him.
Yeah, he lives in the Antarctica.
Yes. Yeah.
Or North Pole. Would it be North Pole?
No. No. Yeah, North Pole.
Yeah.
He kills whales.
He kills whales.
I feel like that's
look at that Mothman tattoo.
Pretty. It's a pretty given. Yeah.
Anyways,
he knows. If he's watching, he knows we're talking about him.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you hung out at Icebox during 05 to 07,
some like unmundane.
You know. You know who we're talking about. Anyways.
But yeah, so I grew up in that culture of like, I was emo. I wasn't like a closet emo either. I'm talking, I wore like Good Charlotte, Benji Madden, like tears down my face, and you couldn't fuck with me because I was
like
sad.
pink and black.
Yeah, like fishnets and studs, and like I wore the belt on the not in the hoops, but like in like on the side, and like
Is it cringe to look back at your pictures?
Oh fuck no, I'm proud. What's up? There's people now that that style's coming back. Like I literally had a youth in there yesterday that like had his belt how I wore it, and I'm like, damn. Like in my brain, I'm like, damn, that looks kind of stupid. But then I was like, nah, you look great.
Maybe that's the point. Yeah. No. But, anyway, but yeah. So the first punk you saw was
that guy.
Was him.
But like all of my friends like were very punky anyways. Like we listened, like we grew up on Jackass, and like like we moshed and like, but you pick each other up, and that's the whole point. It's like that's the point. Is that punk culture isn't just like tight plaid
mosh pits.
Yeah, mosh pits and mohawks and drugs and alcohol. Like
mosh pits are an analogy of how humanity should be.
Yeah, like the world's spinning around you and you get knocked down and it fucking sucks
and then six people pick you up.
Yeah.
And it's just
that's what it is.
And now you're back to throwing hands.
Exactly. You're back fucking shit up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I make the joke of like, if we called it emos in the park, we'd be crying and trauma bonding and like just want to be a good time. But that's just what it is. And like, people will put on the internet, oh, it's punks in the park without the punks, and it's like you missed the whole point, dude. Like you're missing the whole. It's punk to be kind. It's punk to support your community. It's punk to uplift the other generations up. Like it's not punk to be a piece of shit. Like that's the stigma of what punk is that they're pieces of shit, and you're just feeding right into that. Right. So we're like trying to change that stigma of like what youth are, what people are, and like
I think that's the outside appearance, but I think everybody in the in the punk community, they're like, yeah, duh,
yeah,
like, duh.
So it's just a weird thing that people gatekeep punk, and like people are like, oh, Hailey's a poser. Now, listen, I'm straight up. They call me CEO. Like,
but how punk is it to be a poser? It's kind of punk.
Punk rock. We're still like this, like Kim Kardashian. Look what I can do.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a weird thing to gatekeep. Like you're not punk if you don't see the person on the ground struggling and pick them up. You're a piece of shit. Like
sure.
So.
Yeah. I mean, some people chose to put themselves there on the ground, and if that's where you want to stay, I'm fine with it. I'll still offer a hand, but
sometimes you just gotta sit in it.
Marinate.
Yeah. I'll sit next to you.
Get what do they call that? Get some character development.
Yeah.
Little
something like that. I don't know.
Something like that.
I mean, people are like, trauma makes you stronger, but I really just wanted a bowl of Cheerios. I do.
So yeah, Polk. You wanted to talk about Polk County. So I've heard that I through my research and reading, like Salem is weird because half of Salem is ran by Marion County, the other half is ran by Polk County, or a chunk of it is ran by Polk County. And
are they trying to pick up your trash right there? See that?
Just leave it to the fucking sheriffs to do that. No, there's something down there. That's probably not good.
Okay,
that's probably not good.
Oh,
there's somebody doing a ride along.
Oh, there's a dog with them. Oh, that's a good puppy.
Who's your good doggy?
That's how I'm gonna die. It's pooping the Snoop something.
Oh, I thought you meant by a railroad track. I'm like, that's
was pretty. That's pretty emo. What
yeah,
you said there.
I'm gonna just die by a railroad track. Anyways, we are coming up to Hawthorne, so we're just gonna keep our eyes peeled, and if we see something, we'll pull over.
All right.
A lot of couches that get dumped out here. A lot of couches. Sorry.
Couch surfing. Wow, that's Trump. I'm triggered. You gonna throw away my home?
Actually, so a lot of people will put couches out on the side of the road.
And there's 2 more over here.
There's a lot of Marion County out here. What are they doing?
Damn.
The sheriff.
There's 3 of them right there.
Police.
It was a murder.
Anyway. Maybe not. Maybe somebody OD'd. Maybe somebody.
I mean, for 6 cops and a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't just bust the finest out for nothing. I'm talking about the canine. I love the police, don't get me wrong, but canine.
I mean, yeah, big fan of what the police do. Wish the system wasn't the way it was, but bad respect. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, Polk County is West Salem.
Yeah, over the bridge.
And West Salem seems to be, I mean, I had some good friends who lived in West Salem who also were experiencing what I was experiencing, but the perception of people who live in West Salem, that they have money.
Yeah.
That's where all the rich people, they're in South Salem, but also.
I live in South Salem. There's no way.
It depends on, well, everybody, there's pockets.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I live in North Salem, but I live in Inglewood.
Okay.
So it's like, it's not posh, but it's nice.
Yeah.
But there are parts of North Salem that are not nice at all.
Mm-hmm.
But what? So you wanted to talk, like, Polk County has...
Yeah, like Polk County is definitely like super underserved. I mean, everybody's underserved, but
Right.
there's like generational homelessness in Polk County, and like Fall City, like that's generational homelessness. And like again, like people have a different perspective of what homelessness looks like, or like at risk, or poverty, like whatever that looks like, right? And so, I mean, West Salem doesn't even have a laundromat. Did I just blow your mind?
No, I knew that.
You knew that?
Yeah.
I just found that out last year, and I was like, what the
I
heck
drive
was that?
everywhere. I was like, man, having a laundromat over in West Salem would be kind of crazy.
Why is that though? Why would that be crazy?
Because there's
It's
nothing
a poor
there.
thing. It's a poor thing.
Well, I don't know if it's a poor thing. I mean, well, I don't know. I grew up pretty poor, and we used laundromats. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think it's a poor thing necessarily, though. Like,
It's a stereotypical poor thing.
okay, I disagree.
You can't have, if you don't have a washer. I know for me, getting into a house that had a washer and dryer already in it,
Yeah.
and a fridge with a water ice maker. Everyone has their like, wow, you're rich thing in your house, right?
Split level homes.
Ooh.
That was growing up, all my rich friends, aka my friends who had a parent that had 2 cars and a big screen TV and both of their parents, they all lived in split level homes. And so to me, when I was looking at homes, I always wanted a split level because I made it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Mine was washer and dryer and a house with a water thing on their fridge, like the ice maker.
Yeah.
So
I got one of those.
me too.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Oh,
When we got one
conveniences
for Stormy's place, I'm like, we made it.
We made it, guys. We got it. We got it all plumbed in. So
it's nice.
Oh man, they got a whole camp up here again. Damn it. So this part right here, everybody wants us to clean this up. We can't touch it because that chunk, from what I understand, now I might be wrong, but that chunk of land belongs to ODOT. And it is a politically contentious piece of land in Salem. And that happens all the damn time.
So you can't touch ODOT property? Is that their property?
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to stop me. I mean, I'm a big dude in a big black truck, but I don't want to get myself in the middle of some sort of political
I wouldn't either.
spitting match because nobody. We got a couch right here. Nobody wins in that. Nobody wins in that fight. In a pissing match.
I'm not very strong, just so you know.
You look like you could lift at least.
Okay. Listen,
you look like you could at least watch me lift that couch.
I can watch you, but listen.
There's 2 couches. Look at that.
I'm spoiled now. I used to be able to move couches by myself, and then
you got married.
And then I got married to a blue collar man.
You sound just like my wife.
Spoiled.
I'm spoiled. I don't have.
I don't even put gas in my own car
because
I live dangerously. Like the other day, when somebody was like, "Is there gas in your car?" and I'm like, "Yeah, there's a half tank." He's like, "Usually there's not, and you live dangerously because I'll wait. It's such an inconvenience for me."
Well, and can we just talk about like the safety? Like I've heard stories of women getting attacked at gas stations.
See that doesn't cross my mind. It's the inconvenience.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fair. I've had a few episodes go awry, so I always check the camera before getting back in.
Uh-huh.
Make sure something didn't stop recording or paranoid or.
Paranoid.
Oh, look at that.
That couch right there too.
Set it up. Do it again.
No, they have to pay for that. It's by their.
You have to call. There's a whole. Do you want to get into the politics? There's politics in trash.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, Patriot. Yes, I chose the name Patriot. I knowingly did that, but it's because I'm for the people.
Trashy people?
All people. But yeah, trashy people. Most people are pieces of trash.
That's true.
Me, I'm the king of it.
Word. Isn't that reminds me of that one show, Recess, King Bob? Why did I think that just now?
I have no clue. So, yeah. Technically what you're supposed to do when you put something by your trash cans, it's supposed to call the city or your trash provider. And
what's that thing in that bush?
That
is that a sign?
I think it's a sign. All right, we cleaned up Hawthorne a bit. It's still a mess, but baby steps. We take out the big stuff so everybody else can take care of the little stuff. So what you're supposed to do is you put it out by your trash can. You call your trash provider. You can find that online. There's a centralized website. I think Marion County puts it up, letting you know kind of who your trash provider is. You put in your zip code or whatever, and they tell you, oh, it's Republic. Oh, it's DNO. Oh, it's Lawrence. It's Valley. It's, a lot of great trash companies and stuff. So that's what you're supposed to do. I'm going to turn right here. A lot of times what people will do is they'll set it out to the curb. They'll throw free stickers on it. I was just telling you about it. And it's well intentioned, right? Because you're reusing you're rehoming furniture. You're doing what you think is a good thing, and that's great. But what happens is somebody in the middle of the night will walk past. People of the night, feral humans. It's like will collect pieces of the furniture, and then they'll go build something and strew it all over the city. And the entire point is, your opinion or your trying to save the environment actually just made it worse.
Okay. Actually, I'm about to put a couch out for free because somebody took our sectional. Well, the youth that just got to an apartment needed a couch, so we gave them our sectional.
Yeah.
But not all of them fit, and so it's like a perfect couch. But I can't put it back in my house. So I was going to put it for free. So I guess I'll just put it on
what
Marketplace.
I would say is, put it on Marketplace. It's, and if you can't get rid of it on Marketplace, then you know a guy. He's got a big truck and goes to the dump on a regular basis.
Word.
And it's not ideal, but because of bed bug scares, a lot of donation places won't take them.
Look at that puppy.
That's a big old Rottweiler.
Roddy.
I love a Roddy. Oh, they're so cute. But they will break bones if you piss them off.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, it's getting rid of soft furniture is always tough because it's always it's still in working function, but it's not really nice because your cat peed on it or your dog tore it to pieces, and it sucks because it does have to go to landfill because nothing is, even if it's in great shape, no Goodwill, St. Vinny's, thrift store, any of the donation places, they won't take it because of bed bugs. And my good friend David from Bravo Pest Control, he'll tell you bed bug treatment is expensive.
Yeah.
Chemical treatment is cheaper than heat treatment, but you're still looking to drop a few grand.
That sucks.
Yeah. So there's some dumping on a railroad tracks over here, kind of over by where Cherry City Derby girls play.
Oh, nice.
I think. think that's what it looks like. Anyways, let's see. Let's open up the book of questions. See if we got anything.
There's something about...
This has been a really great conversation. I really enjoy the like. Oh, party foul. That's on me.
I got it. Got the old school like lock you in. Just kidding.
Let's see. What do I have?
Something about success.
Oh, plan, do versus plan, do. So, one of the things I heard you say on a different podcast, and I was like, I was like, I love this, was you guys kind of just, or you said plan, do.
Yeah.
You don't excessively plan, you just come up with an idea and then charge forward with it.
Yeah. When you got to experience that today.
Yeah.
So,
a little bit.
Yeah.
No. I want this here. Oh, you're talking about. Oh, yeah.
The Halloween thing. Yeah. Sorry.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I would love that. But I've heard that success is measured by the speed of decision making, and so I was wondering if you wanted to shed a little bit of light on that philosophy of yours.
I think that, and it kind of goes back to like how you were saying, have you talked to Hope Station? Have you ever talked to them? Really
No.
Cool. This is for more of the families. Like you can't receive food stamps in order to get that one.
Okay.
And so it's a food bank that like helps people. Like you have to pay like a membership, I think, a little bit.
Okay.
And then,
interesting.
And then you have to volunteer, but all of that goes to people that don't qualify for food stamps and wouldn't qualify for a food box because they make too much money. So that's what that is. Back to the success thing. Plan, do. It kind of goes back to where you're talking about like there's like 200 or 2,000, youth identified, right? Like we have some data for.
Right.
I don't think success is. I think we have such a big. I'll go back to that, but plan, do. You're consistently planning. Youth evolve. Youth problems evolve quickly, and you got to take care of the problem now, or you'll lose them, right? You'll lose that youth. And so you just have to okay, here's the problem. You got to be quick, and you got to do it. And so, like, Punx in the Park, the very first one was done in 5 weeks.
Right.
Like, there was not much planning. We were planning while we were setting up for the event.
We should do this.
Yeah, we probably should put that over there. We probably should have a first aid somewhere.
Hey, why don't you go run and grab a fire extinguisher? Yeah. Just in case.
Just kidding. That was one of the first things we had.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's the thing that would make the most sense.
Yeah. So, I think a lot of the time, people need to have the perfect plan, but life is not perfect.
No.
And you're going to have to pivot all the time.
All the time.
Like, I really feel like we should change our mission statement to pivot. Just pivot. And have, like, a cool acronym. Like,
yeah, sure.
Yeah. And so.
People in.
Vital
organism. No. People. No. There's something there.
Yeah. We'll ask James. James is really good at acronyms. He came up with our TOTE program acronym. So
did he?
That. Yeah. Tools offered to every student.
That's good.
Yeah. Yep. All of it. He named EMOs, what that stood for. Yeah.
What did he say that was?
So EMOs is our Epic Mobile Outreach Services.
Okay.
So that's where our outreach is.
You guys get a big old bus. You just drive around with resources.
That's the goal, is that we want an RV.
An RV, similar to Red Cross.
Kind of, yeah. And it's go and have a navigation station, Wi-Fi, a place to rest, a place to take a shower.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
I'd like to. I've got a very similar, but it's a boat, so I can do
boats
waterway. So I can have boats and hose. No, so I can do waterway cleanups.
Oh, that's cool.
I would love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hopes and dreams of business owners.
Yeah.
It's never. I'm just looking down here Like, I don't see anything. So I'm gonna go over to Madison in 5th,
Okay.
and then we're getting a good sized load here, and I know we're getting close to the time that we have to finish. But
Yeah, so the doing and planning. You
Yes.
just gotta do it, and you just gotta like, you gotta just do it, and you gotta think quick, and you gotta think outside the box, and like, you just gotta make shit happen. A lot of time, I'll be in meetings, and like, they'll be like, okay, we have 15 meetings to plan this thing, right, for this multi-million-dollar grant, but 10 to 12 of those meetings is just talking about planning to do those meetings and what the
Right.
agenda is. And it's like, man, like, I know, like, here's the problem, here's the solution. There you go. Get on it.
or here's a problem. Let's hear the solutions. Everybody vote on the solution.
Hell yeah. Ta-da.
You get it. Well, and you get a good buy-in from people on that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then with like the success thing too, like people may look at me and be like, oh, you're so successful. And it's like, okay, am I? And a lot of people will disagree with you, right? Like, I mean, I think I'm pretty successful, and it's not because of Punx with Purpose, right? I mean, that's definitely something I'm very proud of.
Mm-hmm.
But my success is that I didn't let the streets take me. I didn't let the statistics tell me.
This.
See, I'm a fuck up. Can't even talk right.
It's fine.
Define me. Like, my mom was an addict. My dad was absent. Like, we moved around a lot. I was a teenage mom. Where should I be at right now?
I mean, statistically, you should be
On
in
the
a car.
mattress.
Yeah,
on a mattress on the road.
On a mattress that somebody left for free on the side of the road.
Yep. That right there.
That's fucking. I mean, and now you're keeping other people from having that life.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a good measure of success, but also us ambitious people are always going, I can always do more.
Yeah.
Once you figure out that you can do something, you figure out that I can do more.
This is the first thing that I've ever been good at, is like helping youth.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I got my job as a youth experiencing homelessness case manager and realized, I remember.
I hate this intersection right here. It's blind on both sides, and I can't see anything. Talk to the city about that one.
Who do we talk to?
Who do we talk to?
Stop planning. Do it.
Fix it. No. There's no way you could do this without eminent domaining a bunch of stuff. We're going to go. Hopefully they don't hit me. No. It's what you get for having an old city and then building new stuff in the city and new stuff on top of the new stuff, and then everything is ad hoc.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just like when I thought I was just like going to be a floor staff, and then they're like, oh, this is your office. I literally called my grandpa and I said, I have an office.
I made it.
I got an office.
Dad, I made it.
Right.
Grandpa, I made it.
Grandpa, I made it. Papa Dan. And so I saw this shirt that says, traumatized by my dad not being there and traumatized by my mom being there. Died. Anyways.
Madison and 5th, the chair that was here is now gone.
Good job, Madison.
Good job, community, for getting to it before I could. Thank you.
But just changing that, like, I mean, I just saw somebody yesterday, actually, and I haven't seen them in a while. Last time I saw them, like, they were pretty tore up. Like, as a youth, they're pretty fucked. And, like, substance and all that things. And I saw them yesterday, and they had, like, their little tags and 90 days clean. And, like, I could not have been more proud. Right?
Like, look at you.
So I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome. Like, beaming with pride, right? And that could be a measure of success of, like, I'm 1 week. And we have so much pressure, right? Like, success is getting out of bed sometimes. Success is, like, we don't celebrate those little wins, right? Like,
sometimes, weirdly enough, I feel the days that I can just turn off.
Yeah, that's a success. Damn.
That feels like a win, where I can just shut it down, because I get a lot of anxiety, right? And, like, I'm always feeling like there's something I need to be doing, especially for the business, because I never thought this would be the thing that I would be good at, right? But I'm good at it.
You see this building right here? I don't know if you
The
should put this.
the movie theater.
No, this right here, 1255. So home use services is where I used to work, and they moved it to here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they say, home use services. That is not for youth.
Bold statement.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not for youth. I mean, you can take that out or whatever, but like, they used to have it on Union Street, where it was like a home and stuff, and it was just for youth. Now they like, oh yeah, we have hours just for youth. It's all family in there now. It's a family navigation. And I was like, well, that's dumb. Like, most of the youth don't want to be around their family. There's a reason why, you know? So, but that's just a box that they get to check off.
So,
That's just
it's
like...
just a box, isn't it?
It's
kind of messed up that there's boxes.
Yeah.
Got a little car show going on here this morning. This place got great breakfast. Halftime Bar and Grill. Love that place. So good for breakfast. Never thought a hole-in-the-wall bar would be a good place for breakfast. Anyways, sorry, I'm shouting out somebody else.
Yum, yum.
Your favorite success story. I love asking about other businesses' favorite success story. What is your, like, the person that you saved, the notch that you wear?
I have so many of those. Fuck.
Now you got to pick your favorite.
That's if any of my youth are watching this, they're gonna be like, I knew it. You motherfucker.
Oh God, I saw something. I hate it was Dad says he doesn't have a favorite. He loves us all equally, but he also uses one of our birthdays as his password.
Oh fuck. It's mine. I use my own. Fuck you, kids.
Yeah.
I think that. Damn. There is one, like, as a career, I have one. Oh my gosh, look at that. Holy shit.
That thing looks like it's a claymore looking to go off. You ever see somebody put rhinestones on their steering wheel? Have you ever seen
hurts. Like, why would you do that?
That's stupid. If that airbag goes off, you are going to be...
They have it on their they have it inside. It's all inside. They're bedazzled as fuck.
Those are the type of people that love getting glitter on their fingers.
Glitter is just the herpes of the craft world.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's everywhere and they can't get rid of it.
Oh yeah. Okay, success story. I'm holding your feet to the fire. Come on.
Fuck. Okay. I think just all around, there is some particular ones that come to mind for sure. But I think it's when youth find purpose within Punx with purpose, right? Okay. I have youth that come in, they don't want to fuck with me, and now I'm going to their graduations. Being invited personally to come to their graduations, right? They have found purpose. I am having youth that I case managed that are becoming case managers. And like,
God,
that's success to me. But again, success, like, there's people still out there rooting for my downfall. I just found out some girl hexed Punx with purpose because she got mad about something about me personally.
Hexed it
like black magic voodoo shit.
Oh, who gives a shit? That stuff isn't even real.
But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's real to them, and that's like, you know. But like, that's what comes with success, right? Is that people
that 10-year overnight success?
Yeah. That. Holy shit.
Wow, you blew up.
Whoa,
quick. It only took 10 years of eating glass. Thanks. Thanks for acknowledging it.
Yeah. But I think it's just that, like, the success of, like, youth coming in and, like, we're seeing them over and over again and building that rapport.
What about the one youth that donated $1?
That one.
How's that?
I think
I did my research, didn't I?
I think that, man, that's all that youth had. And they like, you're gonna make me cry with an emo. But
that's fine.
That's all that
I'll
youth
cry
had.
with you.
And like, they chose to invest it in us. And like, I know adults that haven't even invested $1. And that youth was experiencing homelessness.
Right. That $1 could have actually been used for something.
Yeah. They donated their last $1 and came up to me and was like, I'm so sorry I didn't have more. Like, I'm so sorry that I could not give you more.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Like, no, bro, I'm gonna give you $10 now.
But it says something, right? Because they saw what you were doing and you doing some. I got a bug on me or something.
Well, now that youth is part of our youth action board and making decisions for Punx with Purpose and making $50 an hour.
That's
doing it.
Yeah, helping to pay like a little bill or something, or.
And I think with like successful, right, is that Stormy's place has not been marketed at all. Like it's been in the newspaper a couple times, but you know, that's cool.
Well, and you almost kind of want to keep it.
Yeah, underground.
Sorry, I'm helping establish that name.
We're gonna have to change it.
Something I wanted to talk about this. Now we're running out of time because I turned the truck pointed towards the dump. Something that you do that I think is incredibly powerful from my opinion with regards to gift giving and economics. You told your story about how you went to a Christmas and you were in a desolate like warehouse and you got to pick out a teddy bear you didn't even really want.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Punx with Purpose is, rather than giving a kid a gift, you give them a gift card, or probably not cash, but a gift card to choose their own thing.
Yeah, so we give
Why?
For Punkmas.
Yeah.
So for Punx Giving and Punkmas, this year we'll be doing gift cards for Punx Giving because we recognize that, like, one, not everybody celebrates traditional turkey. Two, not a lot of people can cook a turkey where they're living. And three, I get left with like 40 turkeys at the end of Punx Giving.
I'll take them. I love turkey. I love turkey, and I make a mean turkey at Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. 4th of July is my second favorite.
Why don't you make a big turkey dinner and people can eat at Thanksgiving as well?
Done.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't.
No, it's done. You said it.
Shit.
You can't plan. We planned it. Now we're
you said
it.
Yes. Now you're doing it.
Now you're doing it.
Nope.
Now we'll see. Anyways, yeah. So like when I went, a lot of the time, like those like government assistant toy giving things, are cut off at like 10, 11 years old. I'm 35 and like to get Christmas presents. I don't know.
I'm not much of a Christmas present kind of guy.
Like, be considered. You can literally get a rock and give it to me and be like, that's a nice boulder. I love that boulder.
Actually, my wife would love getting a rock.
Yeah, see?
She's...
Oh, woo-woo.
No, she just likes going to the beach and collecting rocks.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just her thing.
But, you know what I mean? It's just like being considered and like being part of, you're not the other, right? You're not we serve this many blah, 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 right? And like, it was cold and like, I just really remember people coughing like while getting these gifts, right? Like it was just not a good environment and it just made me feel so like charity, poor, piece of shit kind of thing. And yes, those things don't get me wrong, those things definitely have like good intentions, but it's not very meeting the people where they're at. And so what we do for Punkmas is that we give the youth a $75 budget, and they tell us what they want, and then we go get it and we wrap it.
Gotcha.
And then we give it to them. And some of these things these kids ask for, man, is so humbling. Like we had last year, we had a youth, he was 13 or 14, just had a baby like a month ago. He didn't want any presents for himself. He wanted to make sure his baby was good, had all the essentials. Put it out there, community came for him. Plus, we got him a gift. And you know what he wanted? He wanted Fortnite bucks.
My kid asks me for Robux.
Like, so
I'm like, guys, but like, isn't that the world now today? Like,
But I'm saying, like, he's still a kid. He's still playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
And has a baby. But having a 14-year-old be like, I want to make sure my baby has everything. Like, we had to ask him, like, hey, dude, we want to get you a gift. What do you want? He's like, no. And then it was, well, my baby's mother. I want to make sure she has things, too. 13, 14.
That's gotta be a crazy story.
Yeah. And so, yeah, so we definitely do that, and like, yeah, and also like I keep like touching base on the success thing too. I think my biggest success is that Stormy's Place or the Underground has had a soft launch since February, right?
Yeah.
And it's not, our building doesn't have it on there. You wouldn't know, it's in a basement. Like, and we had 60 new youth last month sign up for Stormy's Place.
Yeah.
And we've had over 300 visits last month. And that's all just word of mouth. That's the youth trusting us with their friends and bringing their friends, right?
Right.
And so I think that's success to me, is like having that trust with our community, with the community that I love so much, and them investing in us just as much as we invest in them. So I think that's
you're gonna have the problem of not having a big enough space.
Yeah, and we've already had to move our case management into a whole different thing, you know. And it's like, and that shows like that dollar, right? Like I've gotten grants that are almost $300,000. As much as I'm grateful for them, but that dollar, man,
that was somebody giving back into the system when they had nothing.
It was a youth that was literally going through it at that moment and gave us $1.
Such a good story.
It's like wild.
I love the autonomy that you give the kids, like the ability to choose their own path.
Yeah.
Like,
we empower them.
Because when you are couch surfing, you don't have any choices.
You're survival.
Yeah.
And like, we don't pressure youth to do case management with us when they're ready. We do the basic, like, hey, you got ID, like that type of shit for sure. But they set their own goals. Like, they want to go ride a horse, fuck yeah, giddy up. Like,
horse terrify me.
Same, but I'll go and find it. I'll go help you. I'll do whatever.
Right.
Like, we'll conquer things, and like, you know, youth will come to us, and we'll be like, the first time we meet them and they're with their friend, they're like, hey man, my friend really needs food stamps, can you help them? It's the first time I'm meeting them. I'd be like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They like trust us like enough to be that vulnerable, or like, you know, they like
to ask for help.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, you're not. I mean, I guess the systems are different. Even when we were growing up, dude, what was there? There was nothing.
We had McKinney-Vento was at McNary when we were in high school. They've been there since like 1960s. And McKinney-Vento is legit a program just for youth that are experiencing homelessness.
It feels like it's very, if I can relate it to my own industry, it feels like it's like recycling, and there's just terrible education around it. Because, like, I didn't know that since the 1960s. And
I didn't know that until I had an interview with them, like a job interview.
Right.
And that was like last year.
Well, like, people, I never even knew that. Growing up, I didn't know anything. There's nobody to help. There was nobody to help me.
Yeah. And then by the time somebody was like, hey, need help? You're like, fuck you.
Right. By the time, yeah, exactly. Like, no, every adult has basically put a knife in my back, or betrayed me in some, when really really they didn't. Not always.
It was because the policy, there's barriers written in the policies and procedures where they work at.
Right.
And that's fucked. But it takes one person to be like, this is bullshit. What are they gonna do? Like, I'm gonna give this youth a food box. What are you gonna do?
Right.
So you wrote it in your policies and procedures that I can't fire me. What?
Right.
Like, that's wild to me. Like, try explaining that to somebody. Why'd you get fired from this big nonprofit? Because I gave a client a food box when they said we couldn't.
Because you didn't follow protocol.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, if you're being weird about it, fuck yeah, fire you if you're gonna be a weirdo, for sure. But if your policy and procedure says that we're shutting down our drop-in because we gotta wrap presents, and there's a homeless youth out here that's trying not to do heroin. And I said no, and I said fuck you. They're coming and taking a shower and taking a nap. Fire me. I'll do it every day. And that comes from experience. Shout out to yeah.
I exist out of spite.
I literally looked at my manager in the face. Fire me right now.
Do something.
Do it.
Like. She can lift a couch. She's like, I'm not very strong. Lifts the couch.
Hold up.
I saw it. I seen
it.
She's a fucking liar. Don't fuck with her though, because she'll lift.
I'll cry. I'll cry. Why are you making me do this?
I don't like it.
It just reminds me of that guy from Longest Yard where he's like, you teach me to football. That's me.
You teach me to football, boss?
Yeah. And I'll cry like, you broke my nose.
All right, kid. I say kid, you're like... All right, the phone cut out because heat, and it's sitting in a windshield, and it's really hot. How do we... I don't even know. I don't even know if this is doing... I don't know how to do this. It's very apparent.
I think you
You're doing a great job, Stan. Anyway, so your guess for weight was 900 pounds.
Yeah.
The camera didn't catch that. We could have fudged the numbers.
We could have, but I'm an honest person.
I'm an honest person. Do you want to know the weight?
No. It's probably like 210 pounds.
It's not 210.
110.
Not 110.
90.
It's even more than I thought it was.
What is it?
It's 440 pounds.
Nice.
Well done.
I'm like the lowest now, though. Well, I don't see everybody's on here.
You are the lowest. But you're getting a part two. You're going to be part two of another weight.
And you know, that sucks because like my husband's going to like, you guys are just going to fuck shit up.
Maybe. Anyways, Hailey, how can people help you? Help Punx with Purpose, donate, volunteer?
Volunteer is big, especially for Punx in the Park. Donations. We really need men's clothing because men wear their clothes until they fall off and then turn them into a garage rag. We really need masculine clothing for our clothing closet, and food donations for Tony's closet because we rely heavily on our donations for food boxes. We're giving out like 5 food boxes at least a week. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
spread the word.
Spread the word. Kids, if you're watching, the underground is available. Ask your friends. They'll tell you where it's at.
333 High Street, downtown.
And to everybody else, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because we are now not doing sponsorships. And this is just something we're doing for the community. And helping spread the word about the show pays for all the dumping. Thank you again, and we'll see you next episode. Peace.
Bye.